Hey folks, and welcome to a tutorial for LCO, and we are actually going to be doing a really interesting observation. We are going to schedule a galaxy called M100. This galaxy is a really cool looking galaxy because it is in the field of several other notable galaxies as well. So we're going to actually teach you guys how to set that up because actually the way LCO has it is kind of a little bit difficult. So I kind of wanted to go through the process of actually doing it. So you would go observing portal, submit observation, more information about LCO instruments, and here would be the one that would be displayed. So you would get this information through here. In this case, we can also get information about filter sets, which we would use for serial to correct for the colors. For the name, M100 HDR Dither full frame. And we're going to be scheduling with the Pan African Citizen Science, and this is going to be for a tutorial for them, since I am a part of that. Oh, self-expose. That's new. Oh, this is what they were talking about in the Global Sky Partner thing. Now, we're not going to put in any name, because if we put in any name, it's going to automatically highlight M100, so we want to keep it in the frame that we have it in. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the right ascension first, and the right ascension is going to be 12, 24, 27. 12, 24, 27. And it should automatically... here we go. That's the way we would usually go about that, but for some odd reason it's not displaying it. There we go. Okay. 100 side area. We'll just call it that. Because we already have the right ascension and the declination. If we do M100, it's going to automatically set it to M100, which we don't want. So in this case, we don't have to worry about the moonlight for tonight because the moonlighting is actually going to be optimal. So we got all the frames situated to do dithering. So we're going to do dither. We're going to collect grid, and we're going to do 4, 4, 3, and 4. Now, this was actually submitted by a member of mine who is on the Project Eyes of the Sky, and he told me that the dither on 4, 4, 3, 4 should give some good sharpness as well as fix unwanted artifacts and all that stuff with hot pixels and cold pixels. And it generates less time, so it's only gonna schedule maybe about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours at a time. So actually, this is a pretty good method. We're gonna do generate dither, and it should be showing us how many frames are going to be in that dither. Now, as you see, we're kind of on an angle. Now, the way we would go about fixing that, because it looks like it's still centered on Messier 101 or 100. Yeah, talk about awkward framing. 12 hours 23 16. 12 hours 23 16. And we're gonna do 1606 16, 1606 16. And we're gonna see what it looks like. So now from this perspective, it's gonna be default. It's gonna be 0 degrees. We're not gonna do anything with the whole thing. We're gonna generate dither. There it is. Now that is a beauty right there. Oh, that is perfect framing. We have to shoot this. Okay, so we got 1, 2. So the way we would actually go calculating this particular image is by counting the red filter, which all the filters should be aligned here. So red, red. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frames. So each of these frames, these single frames, are all 12. So 12, we could actually calculate how much time this would give us. So 12 times 300, whoops, 12 times 300, 3,600 seconds. So 3,600 seconds per times 3 filters would be roughly around... Yeah, that should be optimal. So we would click OK. And you'll see a bunch of instrument configurations pop up. And that will be your instrument configuration for like the whole dither process. And as you can see, 48 instrument configurations have been set. So now that we got the framing right, total observation for I'm sure the proposal author would agree with this time format. Again, this is just a tutorial to teach people how to go about this method. 1.2, so that's generally a good area to shoot for. We're gonna go ahead and schedule it, and it should go for T Tenerife Observatory in Spain. So we're gonna go ahead and schedule it, and there's the schedule. So M100 HDR Dither full frame tutorial, and as you can see, it's automatically going to do single frames, and I'm actually going to teach you guys how to not deal with that. So it's a thing that LCO still has a thing with when it comes to dithering, so we're gonna actually do that when we get the frames, so I can actually teach you. So I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be on to stack M100 with the data that we gathered from TEED.